Good afternoon. I would like to call the Human Resource Committee to order. It is 6:31 on December the 10th, 2018, and we are in Natural High North. Can we have a roll call, please?
What time? 6:37?
6:31.
31, okay. Ms. Timmons?
Here.
Ms. Van Twyver
Here.
is here by phone. And you're by yourself and you can hear us?
I can.
Okay.
And I
thank you.
am.
Ms. Porter? Mr. Mosher is the alternate. We don't have him here. But I'm Mrs. Oden, and I'm president. As president, I make up the quorum. As a phone-in will not count as quorum. And Ms. O'Gara is here. And Mr. Guarino? Ms. O'Hensey? And Mr. Kaufman. Okay, thank you.
Did you add yourself?
Oh, yes.
Oh, she did. Okay, tonight's meeting is going to be rather short. We only have the personnel recommendations that's on the agenda. So if there are any questions regarding the personnel recommendations?
No, I have none.
I do have a question.
Okay, Mr. Kaufman.
Thank you. I'm just curious, there's what, 3 or 4 resignations of teachers. I'm less concerned about coaches. So I'm curious, what does that mean to us that we're losing these people now, halfway through the school year? And then I have a different follow-up question.
Ms. O'Gara, you want to answer that?
I only see one teacher, number 3. The rest are either head teacher positions or advisor positions.
I guess 13 and 14 also relate to title. Oh, those are replacements.
Yeah,
Yes,
those are
that's-
nominations
Nominations.
due to new Title I funding.
So don't head teachers have classes?
They have had classes and then they're a head teacher. So that person in number 5 is still here. She's resigning only from her head teacher.
Oh, okay.
It's a stipend.
Okay, I was under the impression it was a resignation from the district. That was unclear to me. So the same thing would be true of the play director. It's a title they're giving up? An
It's
extra
an advisor
stipend?
position in the teacher contract. So the coaches, the advisors, and the head teacher clause are all in the teacher contract. That's why they go through the board.
Okay, so there's really only one loss of personnel? The
Yes.
rest are kind of just, lack of a term, just a reassignment of
Yep.
duties, so to speak. Okay,
And
thank
there's
you.
a-
I just thought we were losing more people, and I didn't understand that. Thank you.
So about number 3, that date has been stretched a little more to December 14th.
Okay, so we need to revise this. And I do have a second question, if I may.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you.
Mr. Kaufman.
So, Ms. O'Gara, I sent you an email about postings on the website. There were 2 positions in particular for directors. One was the food service director, and the other one was for adult ed. And I know we had just hired a food service person.
Yeah.
And then the person holding the position for adult ed, I thought she was offered I know she can only work 30 hours, but she's offered that position. Is she still on board? Is that person leaving? I'm just curious why that posting is.
Our director, Laurie Rothaus, is still here,
Okay,
but
so
she's still on an interim status unless we took it away by board action.
I thought we did, actually, but she's still posted. So as
Okay,
of about a week.
We'll take it down.
Yeah, so I'm curious, how many openings are there in the district right now? Maybe you can let us know at the next meeting or something?
Of
of
every-
teachers, yeah, the whole 9 yards, are we? how cl-
Custodians, I mean, we always
Yes,
have
I'm
plenty,
curious.
well, they list them on the website and it changes constantly. If you're looking
So-
for a particular group,
No, I'm not. I'm looking for an overall count. So I went to the website, I was looking at that, and I just brought to your attention at least 2 postings that we know are incorrect. So I can't know that the others are also correct if 2 postings I know are incorrect, and they're director-level positions. Person has been in place for,
I think the
the
easiest thing
beginning
for
of the
us
year.
to do is go through all the open postings to make sure the ones that have been filled are closed. And then when you go on the website by next week, you should be able to see what's open. Because it
Perfect.
lists by each category how many postings.
perfect, that works for me, thank you.
Mr. Kaufman, I'd like to point out one thing, too. The listings are fluid. So in other words, they constantly evolving. So something may be up there now that may have been filled, and we didn't have a chance to take it down because it's fluid. It's constantly flowing.
I understand that, but I know that the adult ed position has been in place since the beginning of the school year, and I know it's probably close to, I don't know if it was our immediate previous meeting or the meeting before, we hired the food service director.
She
So I understand.
hasn't, I'm not even sure I think she might be starting this week.
Okay.
Or this week, so
But the
she
job's
hasn't
not
even
open.
started
But the
yet.
job is not open, right?
Yep.
So that's what I'm,
Well, you know, it's not a bad practice, just saying in general, to keep a posting open until somebody actually comes on board. If you think about the trials we had with the data analyst position, keeping it open until the person is actually at work, sometimes saves you a little bit.
all right, thank you,
But I'll close it.
thank you.
Any other questions? No? Ms. Van Twyver, any questions?
No, not for me.
Okay, if there's not any more questions, I'd like to move to accept the personnel recommendation.
Second.
Okay, so we have,
Excuse me.
okay,
Just, do you have to change, Ms. O'Gara gave us a date change for one of the people. She said it was stretched out. Number 3 is no longer November 30th, if I heard Ms. O'Gara correctly.
December
It was
14th.
December 14th,
okay,
so,
with the revised, okay,
yeah, I'm
thank you,
just
Mr. Kaufman.
suggesting you might
Yep.
want to,
Noted that with the revised date of December 14, 2018,
for number 3.
for number 3. Okay, roll call on that one.
Ms. Timmons?
Yes,
Ms. Van Twyver?
Yes.
okay, motion carries. There's anything else on the personnel recommendation or the HR committee? I'd like to make a recommendation that we adjourn at 6:40.
Second.
Okay, motion carries. Anyone want to take a roll call?
Okay. Ms. Timmons?
Yes,
Ms. Van Twyver?
Yes.
Ms. Oden, yes.
okay.
Now adjourned.
We adjourn, motion carries.